This week, David releases his inner Gollum. I am a hero, but without the cape. And Chloe tells me to shut up. So she can go and talk about... Shut the f***. You told me to shut the f***.
I told you shut up.
Don't say.
Just crack on.
Shut the f*** or just shut
that
up?
means I'm gonna have to bleep it because it's in the first. You can't swear in the first 15 seconds of the show.
I thought you could have one.
Well, that's fine. We can swear a little bit. This is the podcast. They're going to have to get used to it. At this point here, this is the podcast. They're going to have to get used to it. You were the one
who was saying that we can't swear
in
the first 15 seconds.
Can I please continue with the intro, David? Am I okay? Can I finish this intro? This is the second time.
Now we're critiquing it.
This is the second time. No. This is the second time we've had an argument mid-intro. And this is becoming a routine. Like, let's...
Shows how much I respect you, doesn't it?
Right. Basically, Chloe wanted to talk about Bluey. That's the reason why I got told to shut up. It was hilarious. This whole intro section has been completely ruined.
Shit.
So
This is it.
Let's strap down.
Really?
Let's strap in.
No.
And let's do this.
Oh. I guess we're doing it.
This is just another trucking podcast.
And honestly, I'm stunned. I didn't deck the lad. Stunned about it. Right. David, that was your cue.
Was that my cue, yeah?
Yes, that was your cue, for fuck's sake. You had one job.
Oh my God.
Should we start that again?
Okay, I didn't know when you were going to finish.
That was it.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And honestly, I'm stunned I didn't deck the lad, if I'm honest with you.
You know what we should do? All right. I was going to actually put that story at the very start of the show, but now I'm not going to do that. If you want to listen to that entire story, which I recommend you wanting to listen to, you got to be a patron, and you become a member of our group of patrons. Then by all means, listen to everything Tom just said.
That's a good idea because I am not comfortable putting that on the main podcast. That's not a story. It's bad. It's real bad, folks. Oh my God, it's bad. Also, there might be. Oh, we can leave all the swearing in because it's Patreon, can't we? Oh, we're fine.
They love
it. Right, should we make a start on this?
Please do.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
Hello, this is Just Another Trucking Podcast. I'm your host, Tom, and I'm joined, as always, by my good friends, co-hosts, and people who have to put up with me on a weekly basis. Hello,
That's
everyone.
True.
Is that actually? That is pretty much what you say every week now? Yeah. Is that what it's always going to be? It's kind of cool.
Really know.
We could put that on a T-shirt. You know,
we could do.
Yeah,
I just feel like the stuff that we say on every single time could be on a T-shirt. Yeah. So if you want to buy our merchandise, if you want to buy our merchandise, you can go to salmonslap.com and you could probably get that T-shirt. We'll get our producer.
We'll put it on there now, yeah.
And Chloe on that.
Okay, I'm on it.
We could probably do one with my other catchphrase. Oh, I like pineapples.
That's.
When have you ever said that?
Yeah.
Just now.
Wobble lubba dub dub.
Well, exactly. It's why would you even say
your
that?
one is.
I do like pineapples.
You should have a
that's
catchphrase
true.
one of "That's wild?" ? And what else do you say? Weird.
Oh my God, the wild one that is. Yeah, that's definitely
that's
one.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's your catchphrases.
My God, I need to have a proper Chinese. You know what? I've been cooking recently.
Where's that come from?
Pineapple. Right. I made Hey, so I've never really cooked. But recently, I've been getting into it. I've been kind of getting into like more like Chinese and like Japanese food and shit like that. It's like rice based. I don't know why. I think because we've got a bit of ADD, I can't deal with the waiting for things. So when it says put it in the oven and leave it for 15 minutes, can't do that shit. I have to kind of be actively doing something. So when you're putting like rice in there and you're doing all that in a wok, like I don't know, it's a bit more interesting for me. So I made sweet and sour sauce. Not instant food. I want instant, I want to be able to kind of be doing it all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
My TikTok brain just can't deal with sitting around and waiting for more than 30 seconds. I have to be on that shit. But I've just bought like sesame oil, and because we go through soy sauce. We go through a lot of soy sauce. I've just bought a 2-liter tub of soy sauce. Yeah,
no, I don't believe you. 2 liters. Oh wait. Okay, I was thinking 2 gallons. Carry on.
No, it's 2 liters is still quite a lot. That's like
half a gallon.
How long will that last you? though. That's the important bit.
Probably a couple of months.
Okay.
That's it.
If you'd said a
That's
few
a
weeks
lot.
or like a week, I would have been a bit like,
Like soy sauce has lasted like
Still
2 years.
2
an hour.
litres of soy sauce.
between two of you.
Yeah. Well, it's every other night. I'm
What are you
cooking
putting
with
on it on like everything?
Well, it's the
fish
rice
Yeah.
that I put
Fuck
it in.
it, soy sauce.
I was going to think about the sodium as well. That's a
Yeah.
lot of sodium to be to have on that regular basis. Yeah,
He's,
Well, I
a,
don't
he's
know,
a
well,
big
it's-
growing man. He needs it.
Dunno.
probably.
Is it very salty? Dunno.
Oh, the sodium. Yeah.
Well,
it is,
I
it
like
is
it.
salt.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, is it really? That's why it's so delicious. MSG. Might get some of that as well. Is MSG legal or not? I always thought that was illegal, that shit.
No, MSG
Is
is
it?
legal. It's in everything.
Yeah.
Because I remember,
Yeah.
was that not in Chinese? You used
Oh
to
wait,
get on the thing
wife,
saying like
wa-
MSG
wife said no.
free.
Okay, MSG is not legal. Apparently, says Ball and Chain. Usually she's correct.
No, it's-
That's why she wins every argument too, because I just presume she's always correct.
yeah. What is it not? Is it not legal?
I think she's saying not. No, it's like not illegal.
Oh, it's
Oh,
legal. It is legal, right?
okay.
Okay, we've
Yeah.
got that.
Okay, well, there we go. There we go.
I was gonna say, I'm sure it's about. There was just
She
a
could
big
convince me of
uproar
everything,
about
sorry.
it, wasn't there?
Bet she does as well. I bet there's things that she tells you. I bet there's. I hope there's something that she's told you, and it's actually she's lied to you all this time.
Yes.
That'd be-
Well,
how
it's
great
not.
would that be?
It's not that she lied to me. She makes her
She belittles
thought her opinion sound like fact, and I just
Okay.
like, oh, okay. I really
Yeah, that
thought I was
checks out,
correct
yeah.
on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got no other knowledge of it, of the subject and all that. She just, but
Some people
watched,
can say things that
Yeah.
confidently, can't you?
I watched like a little, those TikToks where the wife goes on about how she changed her husband's phone, so you can change the wording. Like, so when it sends a certain word, it will change to something else, and it was something like babe, and she changed it to moose or pig or something like that. So every time he said, all right, babe, or something, it'd say to like her, it'd come up with pig or moose or something. And for ages he was going, I don't understand what's going on. And I think she said something that went on for like 8 years, and she finally came through at the end when he went.
years.
Yeah, when she was dedicated. He got a brand new phone, and because it was already on the iPhone, like it just moved across and did it again. And he was like, how is it still happening on my new phone? And then I thought it was hilarious. And then
it is.
he went to the pub and was trying to show all his mates, going, what does your phone do? And you're right, babe, does it change it? And he couldn't figure it out. And I thought that was hilarious. And I could see your wife doing that to you, David.
That's-
That would be brilliant.
That's
she's done it to her
dedication.
mom. By the way, she did
Has she
that
really?
She literally did that to her mom. I can't remember what the word that they replaced, but it was always funny in the group messages when they when she was texting, and all of a sudden she's saying the exact same thing. No, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that my wife right now will actually tell me what that word was. But
And what she's replaced it to.
yeah, oh, cowabunga.
Cowabunga.
What word
What
was
the
it though?
original?
Yeah,
It was probably something simple like wow or
And
okay.
tubular.
okay, but the word wasn't
They
tubular.
were great words. You remember when like tubular and shit like that was like the norm?
I've never heard of.
Fucking cowabunga.
Good.
I've heard of cowabunga,
Cowabunga.
but
Yeah.
but tubular. Is that
That's
like
a yeah.
Do you not remember that that was from like on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
yeah, but I
It's
remember
good fun.
cowabunga. Like cowabunga wouldn't even exist without Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sorry, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in America.
Also, Siri calls her Snoop Dogg.
I like that.
That's
Do
amazing.
you know? Do you know? In England, it wasn't teenage. It was horrible. It wasn't England.
Teenage
but
Mutant Hero Turtles.
Hero Turtles.
That's
That
the
was
one.
it.
Was it?
Teenage Mutant
Yeah,
Hero
because
Turtles.
there was this whole thing about ninjas back in like the 1980s where they were like, yeah, it was all a bit crazy. And there's this one woman who didn't like the word ninja because it was too violent. So rather than taking any of the violence out of it, they just removed
changed
the word
the name.
ninja and changed it to hero, and that was that. But
Wow.
apparently, I
Ninja.
think some of the merch that came in still said ninja on it.
Well, when the movie first came out back in, I don't know, 1992 or something, it was called Ninja Turtles. And I was like, why did they call it Ninja Turtles? It was so confusing why on the cartoons it's called, Hero Turtles, and on the movie it was Ninja. But anyway, yeah.
Logan's just
don't-
got into it. He loves it.
Oh, it's so good.
So
Why?
good.
Why are kids' TV shows not violent anymore? There needs to be more violence. in
Because
kids'
they can
TV
now
shows.
get access to everything else under the sun that is violent, like playing certain games on Roblox or Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever it is. Or the fact that all these
Yeah,
kids
that's true,
that are under
actually.
18 play GTA.
Yeah, that's
So you go
very
do it
true.
How do you
physically.
know that cartoons aren't violent anymore?
Have you seen Bluey? When was the last time like
Well,
Bluey got an axe
okay.
and killed someone?
Can I point out I'm rewatching Bluey because I've just discovered something.
I knew I shouldn't have mentioned
What did you
it the
discover?
second I said the word.
Did you know that in every single episode there's a long dog?
A long dog.
A long dog. So, like, for example,
You
there's
mean
one
a sausage
episode
dog?
where, yeah, but it's not like an actual real dog. It's like a little animal or a little something, but it's all like the same figure of a long dog. If you Google it, wherever you are, Google it. Maybe not while you're driving. You'll see
Right.
on Bluey long dogs. So, like, for example, like they were having a barbecue the other day, and then one of the sausages has got little eyes and little legs.
Oh
and
my
that.
god. Okay, I guess we're going to be convincing my kid to really start watching this
So
today.
Chloe,
Logan
I-
is now
I can
obsessed. Shush, I'm not finished. So Logan and me are now obsessed of watching Bluey, and we're looking for long dogs. That's all we're doing. Now you may proceed. Yes.
Thanks. Fuck me. What the fuck just happened?
It's passionate talk, right?
Apparently so.
I'd love to know
Holy
if someone actually
shit.
discovered that,
Like,
or were they actually told by one of the creators?
I don't know. It's like a little. I found it on because I'm on Facebook groups, which is like adult.
You're on the
Bluey
Bluey
kind of
Facebook
thing.
groups?
And it's an actual real thing, and all these people are with us. They love it, and they all started sharing these pictures of long dogs, and I was like, "What the fuck's long dogs?" And then I googled it and looked into it, and it's like a little Easter egg, that they've got on every episode.
I love it.
So yeah,
I love it. You know what's funny?
honestly, the second I said the word Bluey, I knew it was a mistake. I fucking knew it was a mistake.
By the way, did you
There's no-
watch that? Did you watch that link of Bluey I sent you there, Tom, like an hour ago?
No. What link to Bluey?
not?
Why are you sending me links to Bluey?
Because of the
Bluey is
animation.
amazing.
Why?
Why?
Oh,
Because
right,
How
yeah,
mu-
no, I didn't
because
know.
how much
I'll
it looked
look
like the
at
game
that.
you were playing. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
I
So-
did see that. I did see what you were talking about. Thank you for sending me links to Bluey.
Yeah, you're going to
This
get
is
Bluey
apparently
shit from
what
now on now.
happens in my real life. Fuck's sake.
Even if you haven't got kids, you should still watch it. You'll love it. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, now then.
Yeah. So yeah, next break you're on. If you're on a 45, couple of episodes of Bluey, there you go. You don't need to.
They're only like 10 minutes long. You can fit in a whole fucking. You can go crazy. know?
I don't. Is that going crazy? Is that what it is? I don't know.
It's pushing
I
the
don't-
boat out. I mean, if you got out of your cab and someone's going, "What you been watching, mate?" Just a couple of episodes of Bluey.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah,
Respect.
I don't think that's ever
Bluey?
going to happen.
It's better than me at the moment, where I get they go, "What you listening to?" I'm like, "Lord of the Rings."
Something
Audiobooks.
else. Not Bluey. Not Bluey.
Yeah.
I have something to talk about. Do you know how?
Did you not?
Yeah. So, do you know how my stories have this habit of going just fucking crazy and starts just going a bit off the rails?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
we were sat playing a game last night, me and my missus. We've been playing DayZ, a game that I would suspect you would
Daisy,
not like,
is that
Chloe.
like a zombie? Zombies.
It's a zombie thing where you
Yeah.
get chased by zombies, survive
Yeah, I'm
zombie
out.
apocalypse. Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't think it was
no.
your cup of tea.
Something didn't happen while you were playing zombies, did it? Scared the shit
Oh
out
no,
of you.
no. So Kayla looks at me. She's like, "Oh, I really want like a packet of crisps. You know, the nice kettle crisps, like the
Yeah.
nice ones. I
Oh,
actually ended
yeah.
up getting Lancashire ones, but that's by the
Ooh.
by. So we went out, and we'd seen there was blue lights, and as
Right.
we looked, we could see there was like the sky was all orange to our left, and we're like, "The fuck's going on over there?" So we thought, "Oh, we'll drive down." And as we're driving down, there's a police car blocking the road.
Oh
So I thought,
no.
we'll turn around and we'll go down this way and come back again, and we'll kind of go down.
Oh, fully committed
And-
at this point.
Oh yeah, because obviously we want to know what the fuck's going on. We're nosy as fuck. It's
Orange
How far
sky
away
and
from-
why
blue
not?
lights. Okay, doesn't sound
Yeah,
How
yeah.
far away
apocalyptic
from
at
home
all.
was it?
Oh,
Was
like
it close?
we could see it from the house.
Oh, okay.
Like
I kind
it's
of
like
understand that then.
it's
yeah.
it's like as we're coming out the drive, you look left and you can see shit's going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can understand. that
And that's when we saw all of the flames like coming up, and
Oh, no.
it was a huge fire at a local truck yard. Massive fire, multiple like loads of ambulances, police, all of this. And as we drove down, as we're sort of leaving the village, there's a police officer blocking the road. And we're like, well, what the fuck is going on? Because he's way away. Like, I don't know, like maybe half a mile away from all of this, blocking the road. And he's like, how did you get through the cordon? I'm like, what cordon? What the fuck's going on? He says, oh, well, we're having to block it all off. So we thought, well, we'll leave and we'll come back in from the other side. And we're fine like that. So we went around and we thought we'll go on the dual carriageway. And as we're going to come to the dual carriageway, they blocked that off.
Oh, wow.
On both sides. They'd blocked the whole area off. And so we were like, what the fuck? So the police were like, so the garage where Kayla works, the police were like, that's the evacuation point.
Wow.
So we were like, what the fuck is going on? Now,
was your son visiting?
No kids here. No kids here. So the
kids' entertainment.
The truck, the truck.
He's called the fire to your house, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, is that what we suspected? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's very true, actually. So the company, I won't mention them, but I'm sure, like some, if you look, you'll be able to find it quite quickly. I'm sure. But the company that it was does a lot of ADR stuff. And,
oh no!
Can you tell people who don't know what ADR means?
Hazardous loads.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Dangerous goods, basically.
Like basically, very, very dangerous goods. And they do all of the dangerous goods, including nuclear.
Ooh.
Oh no!
So the fire brigade at the beginning weren't sure what they had in.
So was it? This was a trailer parked up overnight, I take it.
So this was, I don't know which one had set on fire, but one of the trucks is set on fire. It was like they were hooked up to the trailers.
And what town is this?
And
I know it's your town, but
so I'm in. It's a village called Dizzington.
Okay.
It's near Workington on the west coast of Cumbria, and so one of the trucks was set on fire, which then set on. I think apparently 8. They managed to. There's a local firm that that's like literally just around the corner from us. That do more plant stuff, do like grab wagons, stuff like that. The fire brigade got them to come down and start dragging trucks out of the way that were on fire to try and get them away from other stuff because because that could be pretty catastrophic. Yes. Well, yeah. So I don't know don't know all of the loads. Someone's found. Well, a lot of people in the area, around about maybe 500-600 meters around, have found canisters in the garden and on the roof.
Oh wow!
So basically, gas canisters have gone off, like only small, so about maybe 6 inches, 7 inches, something
little
like that.
Cala gas ones, sort of thing.
I don't know what they were because they were all black and it just looked like a little gas. But whatever they were, they've obviously shot into the air.
God,
and
should have got your drone up there. That would have been cool.
Well, yeah. So that explained why they were evacuating people partly, but then apparently for someone in the chat put nitrous. I did wonder that possibly.
Yeah, they're little ones. Yeah, it might be nitrous.
Kinda. They were about do it in front of the camera, like about 6 inches, or 6-7 inches, something like that. But and this is the one that I was talking to producer Nessa about. Or kind of the reason why I asked this question. One of the trailers that had batteries on it. It was like a full load of batteries. I don't know if they were new or if they were recycled, but it had a full load of batteries. And it shouldn't have gone back to the yard. The only reason why it had gone back to the yard was because they'd gone to the delivery point and it had been rejected because it was too late. So then they had to try and find somewhere last minute to then store it. But this all set off. I don't think it hit the batteries because obviously if the batteries went up, that would be putting poisonous gas into the air, and then that's the reason why they were starting to evacuate people. They were so nervous about it.
So you must have known some people who actually been evacuated if you lived that close. Obviously, you were in a safe area, yeah?
Well,
were you going to be cornered off and evacuated, or did?
Oh no, we didn't get back to the house until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, okay. So you ended up being evacuated as well, effectively.
Yeah, we
so
weren't.
It was kind of good you went out. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't allowed back into the house. We weren't allowed back into the village.
Holy shit! So you would have,
Wow.
let's say you didn't have the windows open and you wouldn't have seen anything, and you didn't go out to get it back at a crisp. Somebody would have knocked on your door.
No, not us. They hadn't got out. By the time that they realised like this end of the village was safe,
Right.
they hadn't kind of got this far, but they'd evacuated a lot of people, and a lot of people were being
obviously
sent
they
to
won't
the
get let you
garage.
back in. Yeah.
So we were helping up at the garage, like
Right.
basically helping give out teas, coffees, biscuits, shit like that, trying to get
Ah, you little
people.
heroes.
We're trying to do our community spirit thing. But
A hero. Sorry.
well, you got to try. You got to try. And, I don't know. It's that community thing. But it was my question more was on the fact that what would you do in that situation? Because they've obviously done something wrong here. The police were very clearly not happy about the batteries. That's what's been going around. The fact that the batteries were a fucking big issue. I think the gas canisters, whatever they were, I think they were okay. But I think it was the fact that it was the both of them. And the batteries had come back, and that basically the batteries were the thing that they were the most nervous about. But what are you supposed to do in that situation? Because
as a truck driver,
you can't. Well, exactly.
Who was delivering
but
it?
even,
If you're
even
an
as a
ADR
company,
if you're an ADR driver, you've got something called information in writing, and then obviously you know what class it is and what sort of dangerous goods you're carrying. So you can consult that, and then obviously normally you'd have a con note or something, which potentially would explain what you meant to deal with, how you meant to deal with something. But obviously, if something that's catastrophic, your main focus is get people away and keep them away. Let the fire service and that do what they can is your best option. In reality. So what you did, going to the evacuation point and helping everyone, was your best option, really. There's nothing else you could have done.
So this is in this place is pretty much the center of the village. Like it is like it's on Main Street. Is this place, and so there's houses all around it, and I think the problem it was the fact that the thing that they weren't happy about is that it shouldn't have been brought back there. But then if you can't bring it back to the yard, where do you take it? What is it you actually do with it?
Is there any signs saying no hazardous materials past this point?
No, there's nothing like that. I mean, I can't imagine there being.
There's like a grey area. So if they didn't take it off the trailer, it's effectively still in something called something in transit. So it's basically in transit still. So it's like a really grey area. But obviously, depending what dangerous goods they had, it's because some of them you obviously have to go with like certain restrictions, certain rules, certain places you've got to stop. But I mean, like we have like asbestos and things like that, like the insulation shit that is ADR, and obviously we can't bring it back to our yard technically to store it. But if we leave it on a trailer or in a lorry or something, effectively it's still in transit.
So is it like almost like an in context thing? So this by itself,
it's like from what I understand, it's really a grey area, yeah. And obviously you can't mix certain products together or be within certain areas.
You're not allowed to have oxidizers next to petrol, are you?
But am
I right in saying that?
Like Gav's saying, there should be like allowed a safe location for it. But obviously, if they run out of time, then it
who's at fault for this particular situation last night? Was it not last night? Whenever it was,
I don't
know
how
it went up. I mean,
like the truck driver couldn't have done anything, yeah, because everything ticked off the boxes and everything. Yeah, you can have this with this, but as in like, what happened? Was there a leak in the batteries? And the batteries,
if it's lithium batteries and there's damage, they can just go up in flames, just for no reason at all.
From what I understand, the batteries, they managed to, because that's the reason why this local firm was told to basically go down to get shit away from the batteries, essentially, and to try and basically separate the two of them.
Yeah.
But it's so the gas canisters. From what I understand and from what I've heard, basically it's a big row of trucks all parked up with the trailers, stuff like that. I think some of them were empty, some of them had loads on, and the gas canisters were somewhere in the middle.
Right.
Of the series, and it kind of spread further down towards the batteries. The batteries, I don't think were affected. Didn't go up. We weren't. The evacuation didn't stay, so that's my assumption on that one there. But so there's obviously something. It is a mechanical fault, or someone might have left like a cigarette in the cab. You see that, don't you? Or something like that. I mean,
it could have been anyone around the yard, like kids messing around or something. And obviously, they don't know if there's something there. It could easily happen.
It's not necessarily about the. It's not necessarily about. The fact that it got started, it was more about the batteries, and the fact that it was more the kind of mixing of ADR, and it's more like, where else could you take it? What else would you do? Like, 'cause you can't store that you can't have the driver stay out in a lay-by with it, because you can't have someone fucking getting that shit, can you? It's dangerous shit.
Yeah.
But where do you take it? What can you do with it?
The ocean.
Is there a note on there? It's like, because if you're doing STGO stuff, you have to have kind of like redundancies if you can't get down here, or if you at this point, if you don't, I think with the big stuff, if you can't get past this point, you have to stay here at this services, and they have to have like backup plans. But is there that kind of thing with ADR? I've never carried it before, so I genuinely don't know.
I haven't a clue. I've never actually hauled hazmat in my entire life. Never had a placard or anything.
It does depend on what you're carrying. Obviously, I've only ever done asbestos and that sort of ADR. So going on into detail with it all, I'm not sure. Nessa might have more info. But
I was going to say, producer Nessa, you did some research for us.
I've done a little bit of research, but there's not an awful lot of information online about where you go with a rejected load or anything like that.
Oh, Phil in the chat used to carry hazmat. There you go. He might be able to help.
The only thing I can find is that you have to plan ahead for it, and you have to get an approval certificate for where you're staying.
Yeah.
That's on the...
So that'll be what it is then,
right. So they might not have had an approval certificate.
Yeah.
What if you can cast a force field around your truck on this event when you can?
I mean, why not? That would be amazing.
You know? Have you ever heard of the Orb of Ossivox? All right, it takes a level 99 wizard to cast this particular spell, and it casts a force field that's impenetrable from the outside, and you could cast that around.
Have to roll a 15 plus on it.
How many people know this spell? That's the only thing.
Yeah,
very few people.
Will this be on
their ADR
awareness?
I mean, is this part of your ADR? Yeah, you have to know the spell to become an ADR driver. That's what it should be.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that.
Fuck me. It's normally Chloe making these jokes.
Have you ever read or watched the movie Ready Player One?
No, but I've seen someone put as a reference to that.
Yeah, well, my wife knows that I listen to that book every night, and then right now, it was a book first, and they actually made it into a movie.
Movie.
I prefer the book. I'm one of those guys. I just wish that, but everyone understands why they made it the way they did. But then you'd have to read a book to understand that. But anyway, so I would go out and read Ready Player One. Also, if you want to listen to Ready Player 2, you can get it on audible.com/JATP. No, I'm kidding. That's not
There's
a real.
a 2.
Wait, for a genuine second, I was like, wait, have we got Audible sponsorship? What the fuck?
Oh, right. You're excited about I was excited about the Ready Player 2. Is there a 2?
Yeah, there's a 2. Yeah.
That's going to be good.
But not a movie, just a book.
No, but they might make a movie.
Yeah. Because it came out during COVID, so there was a lot of setback on it and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think they actually might have started. But anyway, I'm excited for that. By the way,
how have you not seen that, Tom?
I don't know. It did seem like my kind of fun. It seemed like my kind of film, but
100%.
But anyway, I love the audiobook. The audiobook is actually read by Will Wheaton. He would be the guy who Tom knows who. Tom knows who.
Wheaton.
I know who Will Wheaton is.
Wheaton.
What is it? Did I say it wrong?
No. We're doing references on references now. This is actually a Family Guy reference.
Oh, Will Wheaton.
Cool whip. Yeah.
I get you. He's the narrator of it, by the way.
He's also on Sheldon, isn't he? Big Bang
He
Theory.
is. He
Yeah.
makes an enemy of Sheldon for a while.
He does. He does. And then
And
he becomes
he's also on
friends.
Star Trek Picard, where they set up a whole storyline with him, and then go, "Oh yeah, no, we're not doing that now. We'll do something completely different for the next season." Anyways,
Oh, that's a bit of a kick in the teeth.
yeah,
Unbelievable.
don't kick people in the teeth. That's what we've learned here today.
Mhm.
That's what we've learned here today.
Yeah.
So that's all
So-
led up to that.
I think that's the biggest what do you call it side track I've ever done on the show, where
Yeah,
you're talking
went
about hazmat.
completely-
That was definitely a segue.
Hazmat to Will Wheaton. That's what we've done this week.
Okay, David, your challenge this week is to come up with some new ways of saying Patreon names. No, is it
New
about
ways
time
of
to give
saying
shouts
Patreon.
out?
Hold on, hold on,
give
hold
some-
on, hold on.
give some
It's
shout
about
I have
outs. He's not-
prepared-
he's not ready for it
Shout
at all.
I've been I'm scared. I'll be honest with you.
Why?
Just a wee bit. Why? It's just I feel like I'm going to make a fool of myself.
Trucker
Like-
Colin in the comments has just put is just another trucking podcast going to start
Okay.
a 30-minute audio book a week. We could do our favourite books and we could do 30 minutes of audio.
It takes we
Are
could.
you allowed to do that and just like read out a book? Is that something?
But
you can
there's
do?
certain books you can, because there's certain books that were produced before such and such a time you can do, like Jane Austen, and that is in
But
the
that's
national.
shit. No one wants. No one.
Fuck off.
Right. Okay. When? How many times have you read anything like Jane Austen?
I've
Never.
read Jane Austen a lot, actually.
When?
In your face. Last time I
When?
read it was last year. So in your face.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
Sense
normal
and
people
Sensibility.
don't.
No,
Yeah,
not
normal
doing
people
50 Shades
don't.
of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. No.
Oh my
not doing
god!
that.
I will do that if
You're
we
gonna do that.
right. What we could do? 'Cause you can do a Patreon. What is it called?
Are we going to
where
do a
you
live reading of it?
Right. Do you know what's the Patreon milestones called? Where like
don't
if we get
know.
a certain amount of subscribers,
Well, I've no idea.
we'll do basically like a Patreon milestone, and I will read a chapter of
Okay, that's
50
awesome.
Shades of Grey.
All right,
and
there
I'll-
we go. So we
really, really
that would be
smooth and
awesome.
stuff.
I'm going to have to actually create my own some fake accounts just so we can get that. It'll cost me some money, but I'll just use the other Patreon's money to
Oh,
cover,
it would be
cover the
worth
cost.
it.
Have you? Oh fuck! I'm trying to think what his name is now. Continue, and I will. I'll see if I
Okay,
can try
go
and
on.
search this guy.
All right. Okay.
Go on, David.
Patreon. Since we're on the Patreon part of this show, thank you very much, guys. Without you, well, nothing would happen because we'd still carry on every week. But we appreciate the money nonetheless. All right. It is awesome. We are eventually going to start advertising, and we're going to be using that money to advertise. So that'll be awesome. So, starting from our newest Patreon, we have Phil Stark. God damn it! What is it? Hold on.
What voice we doing?
I don't know what voice I'm doing. I want to do kind of a bit of it's something from the throat, but Jack Goodwin, Trucker Soud, Big Mike, Dan M, Hemorrhoid Rager, Bend Over, Justin Rainey, Ginger Murder Trucker, Gavin Williams, Daniel Smee,
Say my precious in that voice.
my precious.
Sorry.
Stephen Patterson, Charlie Conahan, Arthur Job, Mihal, Joe Rodwell, Neil Reese, Timo, Trucker Colin, and our very first Patreon, Trucker Marty. That's very. I kind of feel like it turned into the pirate voice down towards the end.
Yeah.
I'm
you
like,
ruined
I'm
it
like,
towards the
I'm
end.
like, it became too Irish. I'm sorry, guys. I'll
It
work
was
on it.
amazing.
But
Oh, it
yeah,
was
there we go.
amazing.
By the way, Gilbert
It turned-
Godfrey
Yeah.
was that guy I was trying to remember.
Why do I recognise his name? What's he do?
If you hear it, you'll know
He's
it.
the pirate. He's the parrot in Aladdin.
Is it really? Holy
Yeah.
shit!
I thought that was pretty obvious.
I did not know that. No, it basically they got him to read out like some of 50 Shades of Grey.
That's
It's
awesome.
fucking great.
Did they?
I have to search this. Yeah, it's fucking so good.
I want to listen to his
While
video.
you're searching it, are you going to be?
Oh no,
playing
he
it for us?
died.
No
He
way.
died.
He died. Oh, he died last year.
He died last year. No.
Aw.
Oh well, now I've made myself sad.
I've only
Aw.
just learned who he is, but I'm sad.
Wow. Well, yeah, that was the
Okay.
whole thing, wasn't it?
I saw the other day on Facebook. You know how factual Facebook can be. They put up a fake. Well, I'm trying to figure out if it's real, but they said they were going to remake Fern Gully. Did you guys ever watch Fern Gully when you were little?
Is that something to do with,
Tim
like,
Curry.
plants?
Tim
Oh.
Curry, Robin Williams doing it. You got Batty. I'm Batty. No,
Can
You
you
must
do a little bit
remember
more
it.
impressions? Do some more impressions so we can recall.
I can't do the Batty rap, but it's amazing.
Try harder. Just keep doing
You
it.
gotta what you gotta watch it, all right? And then
Okay.
basically, but then they're saying about doing a remake, which I don't think they're gonna do. But yeah, the fairy's name was Krista. There you go. You missed his nose. But it was just brilliant. And they
My
said
wife's
they're gonna
name is
do-
called Ball and Chain, not Krista.
No, the fairy's called Krista.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said you missed his nose.
Oh, you.
Why have you made it so awkward?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
Basically, they're doing a remake, and then you learn that they're not going to have the real voices, and you're quite gutted. There you go. That's where I was getting at, but you've just ruined it. Whatever.
I wrote.
What was
I-
what was talking about now? For yeah.
Fern Gully.
Okay, I thought you about to talk about Chicken Run.
How was that Chicken Run?
No, because Chicken Run.
Run is a good film.
They're making a second one.
Are they?
That
are they
that is,
actually?
and it's yes, they are. They're doing a second Chicken Run.
No.
It is claymation, and they have replaced most of the main characters. The last what the main
Why?
character in it, she's been replaced because.
What about Babs? I love Babs.
I think she still sounds the same. But like the main character, I can't remember what her name is, but apparently she sounds too old, quote
Oh,
unquote.
Fandaway Newton.
Yeah, and what was the
Zachary
American guy?
Levi
I can't
is
think
now
what his name
Rocky.
is. Yeah,
Who?
he is quite good. I can't think what his name is now.
Who? Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson? There you go. Yeah,
He's
I
very
think they've
Rocky.
had to replace Mel Gibson because he, turns out. Not
Oh, I think
great.
they've got the original Babs.
Yeah, I believe they have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've got the original Babs. That's cool. That's cool.
This is still Chicken Run, is it? You're talking about?
yeah.
I love that film.
Is
I-
there like
I
a?
do
Isn't there
like
like?
me
Is there a
some
chicken with glass? Is it like a small guy with glasses? Is that what I'm thinking of? Chicken Run.
Yes, the nerd one where he goes, I
The nerd
can't do
one.
it, Captain. He does the bit from Star Trek.
Oh, I don't remember.
I like whenever someone talks about pies, I'm like apple pie.
Mrs. Creely's pies.
Oh, apple, my favourite. Chicken pies, you great lummox. Fucking great film. That's a great film. I will watch that. I will
Oh, that's gonna be
unironically
good.
watch that by
I
myself.
will be
Don't give a
devastated about the
fuck.
voices, but it's going to be good. That's so good.
Eh,
Has any-
I will say his sounds quite good. Zachary, I quite like him as well.
Okay.
Has anybody watched Barbie yet?
No, my
No.
missus wouldn't. My missus wouldn't watch it with me. I
She
wanted
won't
to
watch it. Why wouldn't she want to watch
Nah,
that?
she refused to watch it with
Really?
me. Even she won't even watch it on Netflix when
Is
it comes
she
out.
afraid? Is she afraid she's going to like it?
I don't know. I don't. I'm man enough to say I'll watch fucking Barbie.
Oh, I'll watch it. I haven't seen it yet.
I watched it.
And
Have you? Yeah.
Good.
It was really funny.
I want to
Yeah,
watch it.
that's what I hear. I hear
funny.
it's funny, as in like you forget about like you're not going to lose your man cards like me and Tom did last week.
No.
But you know,
It was
it's just.
really
I've already lost
funny.
mine. Mine's gone a long time ago.
Have you tried Under the Bed? No, is that where the spiders
no,
are?
no.
Oh, right. I thought that was
Yeah,
a film.
I'm
and I was
looking-
thinking,
I'm
what
not looking
film's
into
that?
there.
And then realised you meant your man card. Yeah, you've lost it. No, I want to watch Barbie. I'm willing to watch that. I think
I'm
it's
not willing to
gonna be
pay for it.
amazing.
I'm
No.
willing to wait till
No,
Netflix
no.
or HBO or whatever streaming service has it. But yeah,
There's so many of them now.
so many of
Yeah,
what?
there's too many.
there's-
Oh, the
there's
streaming services.
Far too many. Yeah.
How many? Oh, wait, you got rid of Netflix, correct?
Yeah. I never really watched it.
You'll get it back
Yeah.
for Stranger Things, though, right?
You know, my
Yes. 100%. I'll do it for Stranger
remember
Things,
we
yeah.
complained
That's
and then
that
cancel it straight after.
remember that we were complaining that you need a password now. Or sorry, you can't share your password anymore. Blah blah blah, and all that kind of thing. Have they done with that now? Because my parents and my sister one in Australia, and then my parents then in Ireland. They weren't able to watch it for a week, and then they reloaded it, and now it works just fine with my password. I just want to get so are they still doing it?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I think some places they've done it, some places they haven't.
Yeah,
My family can't log into my account anymore.
Oh, they
They
can't.
No.
maybe because I have an American
I
account.
don't know. I saw a rumor on Facebook that it might be true that it's swapped, but I've just learnt from you missus that Ferngully is definitely a social media lie. So I don't trust anything I read anymore.
I know, right?
It can all go fuck itself. Although I'm quite glad because it's got the wrong voices, but not the point. It would be a good live action remake.
The only one that I've got Paramount.
I've
Plus.
I've got Paramount
Yeah,
Plus. There's another
Yeah,
show. I only
but
got it
like,
for.
I
I
just-
can't remember what show it was, but I needed to download it just so I could. I can't remember what show it was, but I just
Yellowstone. I bet you'd be loving it.
Was
like
it Yellowstone? Then it was
Oh,
Yellowstone.
I bet
Yes, that was
because
good.
you were talking about that a while ago. I never really saw it. I watched some
I don't
clips
think I
on
got into
YouTube
that.
of it.
Yeah, is that the robots one?
That is not the robots one,
No,
no.
far from it.
In fact, it is about as polar opposite to robots as you can possibly get.
No. I know it's like the not Chinese cowboys, but isn't there one where it's not Yellowstone? Oh no, I know which one you're on about. But no, I'm thinking of the other one.
The
other one.
Chinese
Oh.
robots. Yes, the Chinese robots one.
No, Westworld. There you go. Someone said it.
There
Oh,
we
right,
go.
yeah.
There we
Okay,
go.
then now
Yeah.
it makes sense, and you don't.
Okay, yeah. I'll allow it. Yeah.
I will allow that too.
Yeah.
That for us was on
I
HBO.
wonder where it's going.
I started
do
getting
it-
into that, and then I've not finished it. But...
The first season is good. The rest of them are shit. That's it. You just stop at the first season. You don't need to know past that.
Oh, it's great.
Oh,
Well, I've
okay.
seen season 1 then.
Yeah, then-
That's same here. Yeah.
Honest to
Okay.
God, I couldn't even tell you what happened in the other. I watched every episode, but I have no idea. I can't remember. Yeah. So it's
There was definitely robots in it, I'm guessing.
there was definitely robots, and they became sentient. Basically,
They became what?
sentient, real. They got
They got they got Pinocchio'd, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
our-
literally,
our-
or
our-
they just
our-
have
our-
feelings.
yeah. But yeah. So there you go. No one needs to watch any more episodes of Westworld anymore now. I hope I ruined.
Do you know
it
what
for
I watched
everyone.
the other day? I watched the new remake of The Little Mermaid.
Did you?
I haven't seen
did.
it. I just
I quite enjoyed it.
I may get around to it.
I quite
I don't-
enjoyed it. All right,
don't-
you got to take the concept that's not the original.
Is it a different story?
No, it's exactly the same songs,
okay.
but obviously they don't look the same. But other than that, it's very good. I enjoyed it.
Well, of course they don't
Okay.
look the same because one's animated and one's not.
I'm
Well, there's other
I'm gonna
aspects why they don't look the same, but
I'm gonna say something which goes very much against my left wing.
I know what he's
my-
going to say.
It does feel like they're really trying to be, and I hate this word, woke. But it
Yeah.
feels like, and they're just kind of picking. And I feel like people should just okay. So James Bond.
Yes.
It doesn't really matter what race, I mean, I guess, does it matter with sex? Could you have a female James Bond?
totally.
Because is there anyone? Yeah, but is
That'd
there
be so
anyone
much
that?
hotter.
Jane Bond.
Come on, let's face it. That'd
Jane
be
Bond.
but like
yeah.
everyone says that
I'd be
James
watching
Bond is white. But like for instance, we're talking about like Henry Cavill, talking about him doing it. But I'm telling you right now, if Idris Elba was
Oh,
James
yes.
Bond, I
He
would
would make
he would
watch
kill him.
the
James Bond.
shit out of
Yeah,
that.
he would
That
kill
man
it.
is so James Bond. It's fucking ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes sit there and I might think I'm quite a cool guy, and then I immediately remember afterwards that Idris Elba is a person that exists. I'm like, oh no, shit, I'm not. I'm not cool. No, he's cool. Fuck me, that man is cool.
That would be good.
Can I
I
tell
would
you how
watch
much?
the shit out of that.
So this is how much I appreciate having my wife as my wife. All right, because she keeps me in check. So I was actually a little upset when the play, the new Harry Potter, the Cradle or something or whatever it is.
The new
one that's-
series. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was played by Hermione was played by a black chick, and I was like,
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and I was actually I was like, no, but she's white. You can't be changing because Harry Potter was such a big thing for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so but she said like, yeah, so what? It doesn't matter. And like, but again, it was. Eventually, I was like, well, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. Why should the color of someone's skin matter? But before it did. But now that my wife is actually putting me in a she's opened my eyes, or she's opened my way of how I feel or how I look at stuff and everything. And like you should just eliminate the color of people's skin on everything. And eventually you just stop being angry, or you stop being disappointed, or you stop, you know what I mean?
But as a counterpoint to that,
you're going to talk about the frizzy hair. Sorry, go ahead.
I was not going to talk about the frizzy hair. I don't even know what you're about, frizzy hair. But I feel like they're now going the opposite way and picking someone because of that, they need someone of colour to fill that position, to kind of be woke for a sense, rather than picking someone, again, like the James Bond thing. Like, so the people like Henry Cavill, Idris Elba, someone else, this and this. But they're all people that have a quality to them. Doesn't matter. The colour of skin is relevant to the whole thing.
Do you know how I think they'd play it really well?
And that's how it should be.
I'd quite like to see The Rock playing James Bond.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking awesome.
Right off. No. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry, that would be amazing.
I know. No.
Vin Diesel.
No, right.
I'm sorry.
No! No! What the fuck are you two talking about, you bellends?
Something completely outrageous would just be hilarious.
No! They are American. So James Bond is quintessentially British.
They can do British voices.
They fucking cannot do British voices.
Is it Idris Elba's British, is he?
It's London.
Oh, is he? Okay, I didn't know that.
It's very London.
Well, I'm sorry, but Marty in the chat here said at one point they were thinking of Will Smith. So he's American. Is he American? He's American. So
he's from Philadelphia. West Philadelphia.
Oh, he is.
He was born and raised.
Again, Will Smith. Again, Will Smith has the cool. I'd say that all three of them people have got the cool. I love Vin Diesel. I love The Rock. Fucking love them all. But you cannot put them people into playing James Bond.
Watch it. I think it'd be hilarious.
No,
I think
it's not James Bond, is it?
But it still would be hilarious. There's no doubt.
It'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Honestly, what's it's Jason Statham? It's like it'd be like watching him. Because do you know, like The Transporter? Fucking love that film. That is a great film. Yeah. However, his American accent is truly garbage.
Is he British then? Is he? Yeah.
Is Jason Statham British? Sorry.
I can never work out with these dudes.
I don't think Jason Statham wouldn't make a good Bond. He is cool in his own way. Someone just said,
you know what I love about Jason Statham?
Someone's saying that he's from Derby.
We have the same hairline,
Fuck off.
and I love it. He's bald and he's still cool. Sorry.
What, balded?
Yeah, he makes bald people look cool.
But then The Rock's bald.
He says he's bald by choice. I chose not to get hair implants, so I feel like I had a choice too.
He would look like Maui if he had crazy curly hair.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He plays Maui, doesn't he?
He does play Maui.
What, Tom? What the fuck, what?
I think we're going to find out.
This is fucking... Right. This has fucking broken me. So... Jason Statham is from, basically, Mansfield. He's from Derbyshire. He's from fucking Derbyshire.
Okay,
what the hell
this doesn't mean anything to me. What is that? What is all that mean? He's from places in England.
I don't know.
It's just proper rugged. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's just Derby, isn't it? I don't know. That's not where I thought he was from. I thought he was from
Sheffield.
I thought he was from London. I'm trying to think of like a.
What? Because of his accent?
It'd be like finding out The Rock's from Canada.
Okay.
Like
I don't know. He is from Canada. He was born in Canada.
He's not from Canada.
And then he went to Hawaii, and then he went to Los Angeles. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me now. 1 second.
Hey, it's on the internet now.
Hawaii.
It's fact.
He's actually from California.
Is he from California?
It begins with a C. Same thing. Not quite.
It is not the same thing. You were a truck driver. You should not be saying shit like that.
When do I leave Devon? Come on. I'll tell you what, I went over the border to Somerset this day.
The fact that you say over the border shows a lot about the range you go.
I went over Somerset, and then I went over Somerset.
Have they got the guards on the border now?
Whoa. I didn't stop at Somerset. I went through Somerset
She blew
and
through
into
the
the next
barricade.
county. I don't know what the next one was. Was it Wiltshire or something? Not Wiltshire. I don't know where it was, but it was something. And I was like,
you
oh
went
my
through-
God, I've never
you
seen
allowed
this
to do
sign
that?
before. Well, I don't know. I did. Am I allowed to?
How far
I
are they
did it.
over
Hey,
in
it's
your
better
skin?
to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
It was about a 2.5 hour drive to get there. It was a
For a
far away
skip?
job for me. Yeah. I went to somewhere called Frome or near Frome. I don't know if anyone knows where that is.
I know, but I have watched a Map Men thing on it, and they show you how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Froome.
Froome. There you go. Someone said it. Map Men. No.
Oh
no,
yeah,
no,
Trucker Colin in the chat. What you guys wait until next year when I come up to Scotland for the truck run. There you
I'm
go.
down for that. Yeah, I'm well down for that.
Yeah,
Come
we're
to
down for
Scotland.
that.
I'm down for going. I'm down for going up to Scotland, and we'll do some truck show
For a truck
stuff.
run.
Hey, if we get
Yeah.
enough patrons, you might be able to afford to send me there too.
Oh my god, we should do that. Should be like a goal that we do, where we do an actual full live one somewhere.
We should do like a Top Gear session.
That'd be fucking.
Could we
ace.
meet up in?
JATP
We could meet halfway.
version.
We could meet halfway and all meet up in New York. That's like
Ooh,
the
that'd be
halfway or
exciting.
Boston. It's
Is
close
that-
Is
enough
that
to
halfway for us
Not
though?
halfway,
That
is it?
sounds.
It's not
like
quite
it's-
halfway, but
Wait,
you
No, that just
Wait,
sounds
you
like
pretty
it's in
much
favour of
came
you.
here and then didn't want to come and see us.
I couldn't
I
see
was
you.
literally
I had
over
two
there.
kids. I had. This just wasn't. You know,
Excuses,
I don't mind. I don't mind
excuses.
leaving here, leaving the kids at home in their own environment where they know everything and they have a routine and they have daycare and all that kind of stuff. But leaving them for a few days, when my wife
Well,
has to look
hang on a
after my
minute.
parents' house,
You
just
could
not
have
the same.
invited us to Ireland.
I
We
did.
could
I was
have
gonna
met
I
you
did.
say,
there.
By the
we
way, I
could have
did. I did. I did invite you.
Did you?
Yes, I
Did
did.
you?
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I
Of course, you don't
this.
remember that.
I don't think I'd be allowed on a boat. Personally, I haven't got a passport.
Do you need a passport to
Wait.
go to Ireland?
I don't know. Do you?
I think it's Republic of Ireland. You will. I don't think you'll need to go to Northern Ireland.
Well, go to Northern Ireland and drive down. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have to go to the Republic of Ireland.
Do you not get stopped at the border?
I don't think you
I'm
do.
pretty sure you do. Do you?
I don't think I haven't done it in a while. Apparently, according to my wife, yeah, you still need a passport.
But then she says no.
Why don't you have a passport?
Why would she say no after that?
Well, because I lost it when I was like, I don't know, about 5-6 years ago, and but it was out of date anyway, but I've lost it. But now I can't apply for a new one because I got a report it missing. But I haven't. But it's not in date, so they can't work out what the details are.
I
So
when I had to get a
think I have to.
passport, it was an absolute ball ache. It was
Yeah.
a nightmare trying to get
I've
it.
got to reapply for a new one, and then of course, if I want to get one for Logan, then I've got to get mine and then reapply as a mum with a. I don't know the full details. If anyone wants to help me with the
how old
passport
is-
situation, you're more than welcome to help me.
How old is he? 'Cause
Logan?
I think
He's
is
6.
it not until they're 10? Are they not under your passport?
I don't know. Are they?
I'm pretty sure
never-
they are.
I've never heard of that before.
I'm pretty sure a mum is about to kick in here and say, "Yeah, this is true." Am I right in saying that?
No,
Right.
you've got a what?
I found something that says you don't need a passport to go to Ireland anymore from the UK.
Really?
Oh,
but,
okay, we should have gone then.
I don't know whether that's actually true or not. I'm going to look a bit more into it.
The internet
I'd
said
like
it,
to
so
go.
it must be true.
Yeah, we'll all have to go. All right, well,
I'm
we're going to
definitely
meet in
down
the
for that
middle at
shit.
some point,
Wouldn't-
wherever that
Well,
might be.
not in
Yep.
the middle. Not in the
We
middle.
could. Well, we can't go to New York.
Water.
Oh yeah,
Okay, well,
okay. We won't meet
technically-
in the middle. We'll just meet in New York. Let's just say meet in New York.
What
okay.
is in the middle?
We'll hire a
of
studio.
all of us. Is it the sea?
Pretty much the sea. Yeah.
There's no
It-
island
it-
there then that we can meet.
There could be a boat.
Oh, well, could we not cross country and then meet it in like Greenland or something?
Well, that's actually true. The way
That's
the
kind of
Earth
in the
curves, because
middle.
yes, seriously,
if you
yeah,
go
yeah.
middle that way, yeah.
If you draw a straight
Change
line, it's
axles
actually not a
slightly.
straight line due to the
Yeah.
curvature of the Earth, unless you're a flat
Yeah.
earther. Where
Someone
it is a
said
straight
the
line.
middle would be the Titan. Wow. Thanks,
Amazing.
Patreon.
Oh, absolutely amazing. Actually, we have got Neil Reese in the chat, and I've just remembered that it's Neil Reese that I've got a little "Am I an arsehole" segment. If you wanted it,
I'm definitely down for that.
Oh yeah.
plus now he's in the chat, you can ask him. It's only a little one, but obviously he can go into full detail.
Well, he
If
could
you're
actually
ready
call
for
in.
Neil,
He can call into the show.
Would you be up for calling in on this one, Neil?
Next
All right.
year?
It turns out that Neil is
Oh,
at work, so he can't call in right now. So we'll have to do that next week for Judge Chloe.
Unlucky guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. We could talk
I
about
think
more.
someone to ask us. Cars was something that someone in the chat suggested. Wants to know our favourite cars.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Colin. Wants to know the hosts
Colin.
and the other patrons' favourite cars.
Now,
Down for that one,
the favorite car to drive, the favorite car you actually want, or the most ridiculous abstract car out there that we'll never get to drive. You know what I mean?
Both.
I just saw the Koenigsegg Zeg. Oh, I can never actually pronounce it. It's such a big
Koenigsegg,
long
is it
word.
not?
Yeah. The new one that they have. I just saw Mr. Beast drive it, or at least he was in it. It's like a $10 million car, and I'd like to drive that. But I don't. Would I like to own it? No, I wouldn't like to own it because you'd be so scared of it getting it damaged. I'm sure one little rock chip would actually would cause $1 million. You know, but I want a Tesla. I really want a Tesla, and
Yeah?
it's in my reach. You know, but.
All right, Mr. Boaster.
But I probably won't.
Tesla.
I
You are?
it'd be mainly for my wife to drive because she has to drive to work a long distance, and that way, and it's such a long drive, especially on the way home. It's like an hour and a half. I know that's what Tom does every day and to and from, but
It's
yes.
not. That's just next week. But I only have to drive like 12 minutes to work.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
If there's no traffic, I can do it in 10, and still keep it economical as well.
Now, I don't really care for the speed part of Tesla. I was driving my brother's Renault something. I actually don't know what it's called. Small little yellow one. Sorry, small little electric car. But
McGann?
no, he
Twingo,
actually has
is
a
it?
Megane. But that's the petrol one. I can't remember what it's called. It's not the Leaf.
Leaf.
Leaf. I think Leaf.
Renault? Is it Renault Leaf? Maybe it
Or
is.
Leaf.
I thought it was a
No, it's
Clo.
Nissan.
Nissan
It's a
Leaf. No,
Nissan
Nissan
Leaf.
Leaf. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
right on
Nissan
that.
Leaf. But anyway,
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't super fast, but it's fine. It's probably half the price of a Tesla, and I would be fine with that. It's just that the price of fuel is just going up a little higher than I would like it to be, and it's just a waste of money.
Oh no.
You
But then you still got to think that where's the charge coming from?
Well, yeah, our own
It's a lot of
house.
money to make a Tesla and stuff. All right.
Say that again.
All right,
Yeah, I think
whatever.
I still think
I
it
don't know.
works
I
out
don't know
cheaper,
where I was
doesn't
going.
it?
Were you
Having an
were you
electric car, it just sounds. It sounds like a lot of effort because I'd probably forget to put it in to plug. I forget to plug my phone in. I'd wake up in the morning ready to go to work and be like, "Oh shit, I can't come
That is
into work. I forgot to plug in my car."
how far away is work?
About 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
All right, it probably would take maybe half an hour to charge it to get there. Maybe
Yeah, but then
not
you're
even
stuck
that.
there.
But if you've just woken up,
I
you've still gotta
know,
be
but
half an
Jesus
hour
Christ,
late, haven't
it's
you?
it's the same thing as forgetting to fuel up. And at least
Well,
if you're out of gas when you get home, now you gotta walk to the store, fill up a gas canister, bring that home. But
no, because there's always fuel. There's always fuel stations. You can always go.
Well,
"Oh,
you
I'm
can
out of
always
fuel.
just
I need to
plug
get
it.
fuel."
you can always just plug it in.
But you can't, because if you break down like just a little bit down the road outside your house, you can't plug it in.
Yeah,
How are you gonna
if
plug
you
that
got
in?
an extension lead and
There's
knock on the
actually
closest
also
door and say, "Hey, can I
technically-
plug my car in,
Remember,
please?"
It's also on street parking outside with restricted access hours, and I can't always park outside, so I can't do that.
That's actually very true there
Yeah.
with that. So how would you do? 'Cause, I mean, I think a lot of workplaces are probably going to have to start
Having in plug-in things. Yeah.
We do.
I think that'd be.
We do actually have that. But again, it doesn't take long. The amount of money you're saving, and you be always acknowledgeable of it, and like just plug your car. You get into a habit of plugging your car in every night, even though you don't need to do that. Like a full charge will last you 250 kilometers, and it'll warn you if you're running low when you park the car at nighttime. It'll like, "Hey, dude, I need some more juice. Hook me up, please. And then it might even text you like, seriously, you're waking up in 2 hours. What the fuck? Please charge me. All right. Do not blame me. Do not kick my do not slam my door when you.
I'm quite notorious for like not getting up to my alarm. So if I had a car text me going, if you wake up now and come and plug me in, then I'll be ready to go or something. And then I'd wake up and I'd go, oh, okay, I better get up and do something. And it might make me wake up.
I do look at some of the businesses that you go to, and you go into like some places, and you'll see that they've got their. Oh wow! I've fully frozen.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, very interesting, Tom.
Yeah,
very much. We totally hear every word you're saying.
Yeah, I was going to say I froze there. I fully froze there. What was going to say? Hashtag Mark. Some of the businesses that I go to. I don't know if you ever seen this, but when you go into like factories or warehouses, shit like that, and they'll always have like that row of like Teslas and like the electric BMWs and shit like that, and they'll be charging off like their power, and you sit there and think, you've got enough money to buy one of them cars, and you also don't have to pay for fuel either because the business is paying for it. There is a certain point when you get enough money that just everything's just free, isn't it? Just everything's free. Yeah, it is a bit shit, isn't it? Really,
What car would you want then?
I don't really know. I mean, I will.
A Hummer H2, something to actually fit you.
Honestly, you'd be surprised. I'd probably go for like when the electric Fords start kind of becoming at a decent price and stuff like that. Because have Fords actually start doing electric ones yet?
Ford?
Yeah, I quite like the Ford.
Well, Ford has a Mustang that's a pure electrical.
No, I don't want a Mustang. I don't want a Mustang. I want just like a normal car, like a C-Max.
Surely a pickup truck would be best for you.
Yeah.
You don't want a pickup truck?
I just want a regular car. I don't want something fancy and nothing like that.
We haven't got the cheap
us to have
fuel like you have, David.
Yeah, if us to have something or like a nice car, I would like. So I like the old rally cars. So like the Toyota Celica. That back in the 90s,
yeah, my brother used to
that
have
was a fucking amazing car. Obviously,
my brother had a Celica and a Supra. Oh, so good.
Yeah. The Mitsubishi, fucking great again. Or honestly, one of my favourites. I know this is bad. Citroen C4. That car just looked so good.
Okay, Citroen.
Citroen C4 Picasso. Rally, just searched in the red.
No.
Fuck me, absolutely. I know people. It's French, and I don't like the French,
cars.
but still,
my mother used to have one.
Oh really?
I'm not saying reliability. I'm not saying about how it works. I'm not saying about the.
Well, seriously, is that a minivan?
Not Picasso. Sorry, not Picasso. It's Citroen C4. It's just Citroen C4.
C4. It's like a little hatchback, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone's also put Ford Escort Cosworth.
Oh, that's not so bad at all. I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
So where I live, I live near basically a rally team, and you see their cars around quite frequently. It's quite cool, actually.
Okay.
And you, Chloe?
So, for me, see, I'm constantly changing my mind on what sort of car I want. Like, there's so many I like, and I wouldn't know what I'd want, if that makes sense. At the moment, I've got like a little cheapy run around Kia Rio 2008 little thing. Nice and cheap, easy to run, easy little car. It's still a little bit gutsy. It's a little 1.5 turbo, you know, it's a little car, so when you put your foot down, it floors it. But it's not a car I want. Like, I used to own like Audi A3s, and they were a bit older, and I had like my first car was like an Audi A3, a 1.8 turbo.
Your first car was an Audi A3.
Well, I've had a few. So with my ex, we used to have like a little old school mini Austin. Like a little 1976 or something. It was a tiny little thing. And then when I did my license, I actually got ended up getting 1.8 remapped Audi A3, and it flew. It was a fast little car, and I miss it so much. And it was only like a 2001 or something, so it wasn't, very new. But 1 minute I want a new Audi A3 or an Audi or something, or the next minute I quite like something stupid like a Renault Cactus. I think they look quite funky, which I hated at first, but now I like them. Or like a Ford Cougar, or what else? I like the Kia Sportage. There's like so many cars I like and I want, and I keep going on this that you can get like there's something called Rev Comps that I go on.
Right.
Just fuck it, I'll put it out there. Everyone can learn about it. Go on Rev Comps, and they do like little competitions, and you can get like something really nice, like an Aston Martin. It's not very expensive, and you got really high odds, like more likely to win that than a lottery or anything. And or they get like campers or like cheap little, I don't know, like a Vauxhall Adam, which will cost like nothing to run. So I keep randomly putting on there and just hoping for the best. Just seeing a random car I like and going, oh, I quite like that. Let's just try it.
I would quite like I used one because I had to drive an escort vehicle back, and it was a VW Transporter.
Oh, I want one.
And I really liked
a VW Transporter.
I really want one.
It's like a little van, but
it's a camper.
And I would love like a little camper, because you see them on YouTube, these van life videos. It would just be fucking great. I mean, I know technically that's what I used to do in my job, like basically having like a vehicle that I could park up just somewhere, anywhere, but the locations weren't quite as nice as
See, when I was younger, we used to go out camping every weekend, and my mum and her partner had a classic VW camper, a T4, T2, something like that, bay window, bright orange, called it Vinny Jones, literally. And honestly, it was a beast, and I really want that for Logan. And I want a transporter. That's really what I want.
I was gonna get a Ford, kind of basically like a Ford Transit, but with the higher roof.
And then
I think I said this. I actually got one, and I was gonna convert it. Yeah, I actually bought.
Oh, I think I remember you talking something about that. Yeah,
and I was gonna. I don't know if I said this on the podcast or not, but
I don't think you did.
I was basically, I bought this Transit, and I was gonna customize it, because at the time I didn't actually have a house. I was just traveling around anyway, so I was like, oh, fuck it, I may as well get a van and I'll just stay in that. That'll work. But I don't fit in a Transit.
What? Not even a high roofed one?
It wasn't really that. It was the fact that the sitting position. It just when I was in it for like an hour and a half, I got out of it and I was just like, I was fucking dying. Like my back was absolutely killing me. I could drive it for about 30 minutes.
Couldn't you like knock out the wall behind you and then move your seat back?
Yes, I could, and it would have given me a little bit more. But what I figured was I was going to have to buy a whole new chair, and the steering wheel wouldn't really change to that position as well as I wanted it to. And it just wouldn't have worked. And the only one I've actually been in, the only van where I've been okay in it, was that Transporter, and I was actually kind of comfortable, and I felt like, I can be in this for more than 30 minutes. That's nice. That's lovely. Yeah. We've got a crew cab Transit at work. And that's, for some reason, that's not too bad, but it's like an older one, so I don't know if the newer ones are. Because what I found is nowadays what they're trying to do is they're trying to make cars make you feel a bit more boxed in to make you feel safer. Yeah, and they kind of like get everything so it's all tighter in, and kind of like it's all kind of like
it's probably new regulations as well, isn't it, and things like that.
I don't know if it's regulations or if it's just to make you feel more comfortable. This is great. I'm sure short people love this stuff because I feel like very safe in the car.
Normal people, you mean?
Essentially 7 foot.
You know what they need to start inventing? So like when you walk into a shop and you got certain size clothing.
Yeah.
Why can't we have shops for certain size cars for certain size people?
That's honestly, I'm up for that.
You can have like what's the company where you've got the big men one?
Big and tall.
And the one that they do on the adverts. Come on, you must know what it is. Johnny Vegas did it at one point.
Oh, Giacomo.
Giacomo, yes.
Yeah.
You could have a Giacomo shop for cars.
That actually is a fucking good idea. Basically, have like a search thing, so you can search for vehicles.
You put
by
your
like
height in and
ha-
that,
your
so it'll
height,
show
put your
you
height
what
in,
size
a bit
you'll
like
fit
you
in.
can with shoe size. That's
Yeah.
a fucking great idea. We've just invented something.
And
We
we've
have
just lost David.
just fucking invented something. Yes, we have.
Oh,
lost
Phil
David.
says they do one.
I'm still here.
No way. Oh yeah, we
he here?
can't see his face. It's fine. We can still hear him.
That's not a
So-
problem. We don't need to see his face. Look for it.
Phil's just said they do one.
What?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
do?
I'm gonna Google Giacomo for cars and see
I
what comes up.
don't think you can Google Giacomo for cars.
You never know. You never know.
You never
I
know.
swear, if I will send you a tenner if that brings something up, if that brings up what you're looking for, because that's not a fucking chance.
Oh, it's come up with Lego cars. All right.
That's great.
Oh, Giacomo for car reviews. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know
What?
what that means. I don't know. I just clicked on it. Oh no, it's just literally people reviewing Giacomo. What do I search for? Cars.
Not
review
Giacomo for the cars, for
For-
fuck's sake, woman.
Tall people. There you go. For tall drivers.
I've
Seat
never searched this before.
Ibiza. Best small car
Really?
for tall people. Apparently so. If you're a tall driver who will occasionally have to carry other lofty passengers, consider the Seat Ibiza. Ibiza?
Yeah, that's what I found
Ibiza.
Right,
as
let's
well.
have a...
This little hatchback is easy to live within the city thanks to tight external dimensions, but still has an impressive amount of interior space for its size.
Holy shit, how much
you
does
go.
see at Ibiza?
You can get them quite cheap.
Well, it's quite cheap, because
there's
I'm
a-
broke as shit.
There's a website, I think it's called Cinch, CINCH.co.uk.
Yeah, I just found that. Yeah.
Best cars for tall drivers. Head
Tall.
and leg room.
So sometimes when I'm having a wee at the truck stop, there's them signs that say about...
Oh, God. Well, you go
No,
into
no.
the toilet, right?
I'm
Right,
in
okay.
the toilets, the urinals.
Yeah.
They've got the adverts for like it's like car leasing. But I
Yes.
never know, is that actually worth it, the car leasing, or not?
It depends.
We car lease.
Yeah.
My
Like if-
my son's Polo is leased, and
Is
I
it?
own my yeah.
But the
We've
down
leased
payment
it-
is huge, though, compared to what a down payment would be if you financed.
It depends how long you want to lease for. So the
depends if
shorter
you wanna
the
buy
shorter
at
the
the end
term
of
is,
it.
the more the upfront payment is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But we've had our Polo now for coming up 5 years.
And has it been worth it? Because the thing that makes me worried about my car is what if it goes wrong? It's like that constant fear in the back of my head of, oh God, what if I need
But
to replace all the fucking
isn't
brakes
a
on the
lease-
bastard thing?
As long as you service it with them and that they'll replace it or something. Is that right? A lease?
Well, we get the MOTs and the servicing for free,
Right.
so that's all covered.
Yeah.
We get warranty stuff for free as well.
Yeah.
But other repairs, like just say the alternator's gone or it needs a battery replaced or a new tire, we have to pay
you
for
have to
it.
pay for.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you
okay.
would-
So
if you
all right,
owned the
so
car.
the
Yeah.
things that I'm worried about, the brakes and like the tires,
The general maintenance, yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
still got to
That's-
change
that-
Still
those.
pay for that yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
But the
so-
people's
so it
biggest
doesn't really
argument
work
is
out.
that you're never going to own it. You're always going to have a payment.
Yeah.
All right. And because you're like, I think most people's lease is probably 2 years on average. All right. Because they want the newest car every single
2 to
time.
3 years. Yeah.
You know, but you're still going to be like, but if you're going to be getting, if you're going to be financing every 2 years, you know, well, you're not really owning it down there. The bank is always owning it. So it's kind of like that. But one thing for a fact is that you will never own that car. You'll always have a vehicle that works, you know, and
Yeah.
it all
Yeah.
depends on what you want. As in, like, I personally don't care, but like, okay, if you're going to be leasing a company vehicle, then that makes sense because then now you can write it off every year, all the
Yeah.
payments and all that kind of stuff. But it's a little bit different if you're financing it. But yeah, I think that's the only difference. I like it's more affordable. The payments are
True.
the payments are lower on the
Yeah.
financing on
Trucker
the
Colin
lease.
has just
sorry.
said that he repairs his cars himself rather than pay mechanics. If you lease a car, you can't do that.
No. What he actually said was, "I do my own repairs. Fuck
paying these robbing mechanics."
LOL. Now, just FYI, I know for a fact that we have at least 2 mechanics in the chat. So
I fixed my boot the other day. There you go. I did that.
you fixed your boot.
My boot decided to randomly stop opening, and one day it randomly opened while I was at work. So I was like, ooh. So I had the chance and I left it open. And then I got up in there and took it all apart. And then I looked at the mechanical mechanism.
Please tell me there was a dinosaur in there. Please tell me there was a dinosaur in there.
No, there wasn't actually. Why would there be a dinosaur in the boot?
Yeah.
Because I had a dinosaur in the
Because that's what Logan does. He
tonight.
pokes dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah. No, there was no
like
dinosaurs
a
on this
Jurassic Park
occasion. I've not checked in the front yet. That might be something else. But no, I took it all apart and then I did the mechanism, figured out what was wrong, fixed it, put it back together, and now it works again. Yay! So
I thought you were going to you hit it with a hammer or some shit. That seems to be like whenever I take it into a truck into a mechanic,
I mean,
the amount of time to get a sledgehammer out.
I looked at the mechanism and realised it wasn't reaching properly, so I might have had to bend something to make it catch. It works though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it works. It works.
Yeah, it doesn't not work now. There you go. That's my mechanical skills right there.
You bent something.
I bent something.
The end result of that is you bent something to get it to work.
But it works.
Yeah, it checks out.
And as Gav says, WD-40 fixes everything. I also use WD-40.
I find that it doesn't always fix everything. It doesn't work. It doesn't fix the brakes. So
well,
yeah. So there
what
are
you want
things
the brakes to do.
Doesn't fix. It doesn't fix flat tires.
Stops it
again.
squeaking.
Yes,
wow.
yeah.
Duct tape is the thing that, or gaffer tape is the thing that fixes everything.
Yeah.
It'll fix the brakes.
I think I've said this before, but in Arkansas, they had this phrase: if you can't duck it, fuck it. And
zip ties.
They truly took that, like whole cars, like doors duct taped on and shit like that.
When I lived on the farm, it was everything gets fixed by baling twine. Baling twine is beast.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing breaks that shit.
Do you actually have does a car in America have to go through some kind of service ever or not?
No, well, America's a really big place, and there's 50 different states with 50 different rules and that kind of shit.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so in California, you got to go through, I think it's a smog. Is that smog test? I think it's
emissions is okay.
Well, it's yes, and that's every 2 years or whatever, right? In Washington State, where I am currently right now, they were doing emissions, but they're not doing it anymore. And in Oregon, they don't. So yeah,
but it's just emissions, is it?
Basically, yeah. There's no mechanic going around to double checking everything, but you gotta make sure you peel that electrical tape off the check engine light, just to make it. I'm sure if there's a few check engine, you have done that, haven't you? Put a little electric tape over the check engine light so you can't see it.
Can't
David,
do
we're
that
not
here.
naughty.
You're not allowed to do that
You
here.
can't do that. Why would you do that?
I know you can't do it. It's a
Don't
joke.
even recommend it.
Oh yeah, but
I can't believe you just said to do that. I'm so disappointed in you.
So here you have to. Your car has to go through an MOT every single year, and it has to pass every single year. And it's very strict, isn't it? It's very very strict.
Yes, mine's due end of next month. Yay!
Oh no, fucking the stresses of an MOT. What are you worried about yours going on?
Well, my boot was one of them, but I've now fixed that. That's a bonus.
That wouldn't be under your MOT, would it?
Well, last year it failed because it went last year, so this is a whole brand new catch. So I don't know why it went. Because it's like, I think it's meant to be like a... Yeah, is it not meant to be like an escape route? Like it's an extra door, isn't it? So all doors and windows should be working.
Can you open the
Surely you have to fit back there and,
it failed on the boot. It passed on everything else. There was nothing else wrong with it other than the boot. So, fingers crossed, it might be all right, but it had a few minors that might not be all right because I've not sorted them out. Because when you go, oh yeah, I'll sort them out this year before the next MOT, and then all of a sudden you're like, MOT's next month. I've not done any of that shit.
I 100% need rear tires. I know that for a fact. And yeah, the brakes are the one. I don't know how much are brakes. I don't fucking know.
I just changed the brakes on my car recently.
It depends how far are your
And-
brakes squeaking, or are they metal on metal?
They're not. Hopefully, they're not. They don't squeak.
Because if they've got to a point where they're metal on metal, they're probably going to cost you a lot, because that's going to be a lot to do it. But if you've caught it early, you'll be fine. It won't cost that much. A couple of
I paid $50 for my brakes, just the brakes itself, and it's easy enough to do it yourself,
Yeah. Even I've done that, actually.
I am not fucking with something that stops the vehicle. Don't get me wrong. If it was something else in the vehicle, I'd have a bit of a crack with it. Like for instance, I'm gonna do an oil change on the car.
Yeah.
Actually,
happy to
I
do an
won't do oil
on
changes.
it.
Even though I can do oil changes, I won't do oil changes because it's just messy and it's cheap enough just to go get it done.
It is, but that I'm happy doing because it
doesn't
make
mess
a bit.
with it.
If it gets a bit messy, it's not. Oh, I think David's gone.
Yeah, we'll just talk without him. It's fine.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Right, I have no idea. I've gone.
So
On that
oil
note,
change.
yes.
Well, are we literally? Are we ending it here? Are we on that fucking?
Was there a
I mean,
cliffhanger?
it's-
I actually, because we have some technical difficulties, I have no idea what you guys were
We
talking
have
about.
had all the technical. I think basically David's at the beginning of the show
David's
said he was downloading all the porn off the internet.
Dude, that was.
Oh, sorry.
Why? You're not supposed to say that stuff on the show, okay?
He's only on B at the moment. It's BBW. Right. Anyways,
And I was doing it for my wife, by the way.
kinky evening plans. Right. Anyways,
If we can ever get the kids to sleep.
on that note, thank you so much for listening. If you haven't listened, how is it got this far? But we shall see
Yeah.
you next time. Hopefully, maybe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
David's frozen again.
Oh my god.
You should leave that in, David.
Yeah.
I'm just frozen.
Yeah.
I can add
Frozen.
I can add it, but whatever.
Also,
Okay,
it's
cool.
International Red Panda Day today. I do love the Red Panda.
Oh,
Ollie loves red panda as well.
I hate them so much.
Oh,
Those little pricks.
Have you seen that Red Panda film?